What's up, Renegade Nation? Before we begin the video, I want to give a shout out to our most recent Patreon supporters and YouTube members. The Hollow King, Chris Gambrell, Mr. Play Beautiful, Beaver Gaming 64, Wildcat, Mark, Lord of Electricity, Matthew Valente, Beta's Bandicoot, Nightwolf 37, Vocaloider 97, Septimius, Arcturus Archer, Matt E, Phantom Knight, Geno, Heidi Markham, Zooksers, Roadrunner Run TD, Kevin, by the way I'm a girl, Anene, David, Diablo 2604, Haley Mitchell, Joseph Allen, Lix Productions, Alan Barty, Ashley White, Sleepless, Mr. I Like Spam, and Magnum123. And I'd also like to give a big shout out to our executive producers, Joshua Fix, The Gimpster 101, and Bevan Brummett. Thank you all very much for your support. If you want to become a YouTube member, click the join button, which is down by the subscribe button down below. And if you want to become a Patreon supporter, feel free to click the link down below in the description to find out more. We'll see you there.
That is not gonna help them.
Well, I'm not sure how we're going to be able to...
They took away this man's gun recently.
So excited!
My God.
Two of my absolute favorite things of all time. Batman, probably my favorite superhero of all time, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which, as a kid, I mean, that the cartoon I watched so much as a kid, it actually was kind of crazy. Also, the movies as a kid. The first one I loved so much because it had so much. Okay, first off, it wasn't as child friendly, and it had a little bit more of an edge to it because when they fought the Shredder at the end, when that music kicked in, when they all charged at the Shredder and then they all took him on, and still to this day I still get chills. Also, not only that, but the puppetry, dude, the amazing animatronic puppets that existed back then, thanks to the great work by Jim Henson and his puppet studio, and the simple fact that we got those movies back then, and they were as good as they are, is literally a miracle, because when you look at the ones we got later, I mean, the TMNT movie in the 2000s was a thing, which I did not like that much. And then there was the reboots that had, they had a lot going for them, but they just fell so short in so many ways. Like, I can appreciate the stuff that they were trying to do, but they tried too hard to do one thing instead of committing full. It is a whole thing. I know that Doug's talked about them in the past, and I think I've actually watched one of his reviews to the original two. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and then Out of the Shadows. Yeah. So I don't know. There's a lot to these to those films that I think could have been better, but it is what it is. And now we have this. Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is not the first time I've heard of a crossover between these two franchises. I think it's happened before. I think where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are sort of... They're in this delightful little gray area where they kind of exist in both the Marvel and the DC and the DC universe. It's a whole thing. And Eastman and Laird, I guess when they gave up their rights to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they sort of gave up, who has control over them. And, yeah, if you see a scratch on my arm right here, helping my mom take care of cats in light of her knee problems, yeah, that's a whole thing. But anyway, I've got the Nostalgia Critics review of Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles queued up here. Let's get it up on screen. Let's see what Doug has to say. Here we go.
This episode brought to you by ExpressVPN, the best VPN there is. Take back your online privacy to...
I actually use ExpressVPN. I actually use that. Gosh. Alright, here we go.
Alright everyone, Fanfiction 101 is in session. I trust you all brought your homework.
I'm sorry, why is this mandatory again?
Yeah, it's not like the internet is short fan fiction. What some of them have me do with Pocky is just not gentlemanly.
Well, as people who analyze nostalgia, it's important to understand the creative process from the people that we critique.
So writing for fictional characters will make us understand others who write for fictional characters?
Exactly!
Your husband reading bombs in our heads while we sleep might play a part too. Hey, my little head slicer said something is mandatory! It's mandatory.
Where the hell are you anyway?
On your Renegades come back in time to stop us from becoming them. It raises a lot of complex questions about the ethical responsibilities of... What's this have to do with anything? We need a time travel joke earlier.
Speaking of which, Muffin Top, did you finish your Star Wars fanfiction?
How do you look at it?
Onion Pudding, we had an agreement.
Oh, you're right, Night Crusher. Hold on, let me get my phone. A young person living alone in the desert finds a droid. The droid has information to defeat the army of bad guys, and a wise mentor from the past helps get the droid to the army of good guys.
Well, I hate to critique you, Cherry Ice Cream, but that's just the original Star Wars story.
Oh, God, you're right. Clearly I've been lazy and not focusing on what's important.
Not only that, but that is exactly what The Force Awakens did. I'm sorry, but it is literally exactly what they did. There's nothing. The only interesting parts they added in, they got rid of in the second and third films. So, or the second and third. By second and third films, I mean in the sequel trilogy, the second Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi.
Email me what you have and I'll look it over.
Got it.
Oh, and don't worry, Benny. I'll get you yours after I read his.
I can hardly wait.
You don't have to be sarcastic.
No, that was me showing genuine excitement.
The world of fanfiction doesn't exactly have the best reputation.
No.
Whether they're read online or sold to spice-hungry housewives, fanfiction is seen as both so corny and so cheesy you'd swear Wisconsin and Illinois had a love child. And there's fanfiction about it.
Oh my
Sometimes
God.
there's professional writing that reads like fanfiction, and it's not always a bad thing. You know what I'm talking about, the films, books, and comics that are super fan-servicey, but also give exactly what people are looking for. They usually combine elements we all want to see and utilize them sometimes better than massive productions with tons of money behind them.
This is very true. That's actually more true than it isn't, because the amount of like animated films I've seen that have done crossovers and have told original stories or stories that haven't been as fleshed out in the comics, it's actually wonderful to see. But yeah, either way,
With that said, one of the most fan-fiction-y things ever written comes with a crossover I didn't even know I wanted. Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
alright.
Based on the comic series from 2015, we've seen both these franchises on the show a lot. And full disclosure, this is a spin-off that kinda sounds dead on arrival. I mean, we've seen both of them in so many crossovers, it's pretty easy to become
Elmer
bored by
Fudd
it.
and the
I don't know anyone
and
that was
Batman.
demanding this. When people shouted Freddy vs. Jason or Godzilla vs. Kong, was anyone screaming, oh, maybe something similar to Scooby-Doo meets Batman? Sure, that'll work. But this film does what any good crossover should do, get you excited for the possibilities. When you actually think about the rules and characters both these worlds have and what you can take advantage of by combining them, it's surprisingly a match made in heaven. It's the perfect amount of ass-kicking weirdness, and we're going to check out why it's so awesome here today. Because let's face it, there's too many people who don't know how to do this stuff well.
Cupcake Batter, did you base this cute orange droid that everyone loves on me?
I'm a hopeless romantic. Let's take a look at fan service done right. This is Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
We open in Gotham City, where the forecast calls for blimps and red. As a lab called Powers Industrial,
Was it season
we
4?
use a dyslexic version of the Riddler logo. Show college student Barbara Gordon around. Okay, those are either bad stars or an amazing notepad.
Yes.
The Foot Clan attack the lab, but are stopped by... Oh, judging by their silhouettes, I'm gonna say street sharks.
Those things, they were like lizard men or something. They took the generator.
Does she think I'm Batman? Wait, this might have its perks.
Oh, no! No! Don't bring that up! God, that is the only, like, really huge blemish on DC's animated stuff is their waste of the Killing Joke. They had so much at their disposal. They could have written literally anything else to pad it out, extend it out, make it more presentable as a film, but instead they do this and give the shittiest explanation for... Oh my god, I've gone on and on about this before in the past. I don't feel like I need to go anymore about it. I'm done. I'm done.
Whatever they are, they're going to regret setting foot in Gotham.
It drives me nuts, too, that I had no idea if that pun was intentional. If it was in this one, there'd be no question. Ooh, I didn't know this was a Sin City crossover as well. Though something about seeing the Nickelodeon logo kind of feels off. I keep expecting SpongeBob to cutesy away the badasses.
No, stop.
We didn't see Batman looking over security footage, and pack your bags, Alfred, you're fired.
We received a call from Commissioner Gordon. He's identified Wayne Enterprises as a likely target for another break-in.
I told him we know as Wayne something is always at the center of a supervillain plot. His advice, ironically, was to dress up like Batman to scare them away.
Ah, yes. Suit ups. No!
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Fuck you, Doug! God dang it, you asshole.
And neither could Schumacher.
He's dead! Can't let the man rest.
Guess we should have a look. They did the thing count. It looks like the Penguin also plans to attack Wayne Enterprises to get first whatever the new visitors are stealing. It's the Bat! I recognize his shell! So I gotta say, everyone looks pretty good in this interpretation. With the Turtles thankfully having more differences in their designs than just colored bandanas and weapons.
Yeah.
The only thing that's a little odd is the shading on their packs. I don't know, it kind of looks like I'm supposed to play them like an ocarina.
We're not aliens, though. We're turtles. Not the time, Donnie. It's always the time for accuracy, Leo.
You wouldn't last 2 seconds on Twitter.
Oh my god.
What's going on? The foot attack inside, but Batman is there to stop them.
Now, what does a ninja clan want with an experimental cloud seeder?
Shit.
I think we can count that as a shit got real moment.
Yes. Oh. Yep, call back to the first one.
Wrong battle, warrior.
The voice
Collect
of
him.
Shredder's pretty good, like most versions of him, but I'm not gonna lie, I always like to imagine Uncle Phil doing it. In my book, he's still the OG.
Yeah, James Avery.
Subjugated subjects.
Who are you, and why are you?
Imbecile and incompetent. Stop this tantrum and just tell me what's wrong. You'll never let me have any fun.
The film immediately shows it has an understanding of what people want, as it gives us a very badass battle between Batman and Shredder. Most of the fight choreography in this is really well done. Shredder barely defeats him, which is pretty surprising so early on in the film, and escapes so he can heal up.
Next time, I will not be so merciful.
I have a brain and a robotic suit laying in a waterbed waiting for me.
So, okay, I think that actually defies conventions a little bit, because if Shredder would have just came in and would have tuned up Batman, it would have been the stereotypical thing that could have happened. But instead, it shows that Shredder and Batman actually stand on pretty equal ground. It's just Shredder has some tricks up his sleeve that Batman was not ready for. And, yeah, I think that defies conventions a little bit, and I think that's why I like this a lot.
I like how both series mock the other for stuff that never made sense. Like, why on earth does Gotham City have blimps?
Does New York have mad blimps flying around for no reason? I mean, like, what are they for?
Yeah, that is pretty hypocrite. Batman discovers the turtles and each assume the other's working with the Shredder. This fight is fun and well laid out, but there is one problem. Nothing's gonna top that Batman-Shredder battle. You can have other fights, of course, but when the title battle is immediately after the coolest one in the flick, it's kind of like following up Hulk vs. Thanos with Plastic Man vs. Jar Jar.
Not true. Come on. The Turtles versus Batman is a good feeling out period for, effectively, both of them to come to an understanding of one another.
Yes, I'm curious, but you blew your load a hint early.
No,
It's
come
Ninja
on.
Vanish time!
Ninja Turtles.
I should consider switching jobs when that doesn't sound weird to me.
Okay. Let's say Braish.
With these Shredders and Ooze with Ra's al Ghul, again, these are perfect villains you want to see teamed up.
Yeah.
Upon Baxter Stockman to help them
Hey!
with the plan.
What up, Stock?
Yes, who was probably their first choice to play him.
Mr. Shredder, I trust you procured the Cloud Seeder from Wayne Enterprises. Obviously, without it, I can't finish the machine.
That's right, David Duchovny. But he sadly had other obligations to let down.
I do hope you and your little Foot Clan can live up to your reputation.
Why not leave the messy details of conquering the world to me?
Ra's will trade his secrets of eternal war.
Okay, you know, if we're going back, you know who I think should play Stockman? You know who should play him? Urkel. What's his name? Brain. Why you no work? Why don't you work, Brain? Why won't you work for me? Damn it. Jaleel White. Yeah, I didn't even have to... yeah, just saw his name. Jaleel White. So have him, and have him do sort of like an older Steve Urkel, because honestly, across, like, if... yeah, I know James Avery's dead, but if James Avery could have come back to play the Shredder just for this, I would have loved that. But anyway.
Life with Shredder's Secrets of the Ooze, and together they will construct a machine that will bring Gotham to its knees. They even test the Ooze on one of Raz's men.
I am adorable!
He's a... Oh god, they're making furries.
Close the internet cafe and do some research on their supposed bat foe.
Come on, we don't want to be seen.
Meanwhile,
They even got the order right.
About what they're up against.
The Cloud Seeder is the last piece of the puzzle, which is why I had to move it to a secure location outside of Gotham.
Yes, there's nothing more safe than the seedy docks. Nothing ever happens there.
Yeah, nothing ever
Movies,
happens on the
comics,
docks.
cartoons, crime drama. You're a detective, right? The Turtles locate the Batcave pretty damn easily. I'm sorry, how'd you do this?
I made a database of every reported Batman sighting and ran it through an algorithm that triangulated against the city's police records. Donnie, nobody cares.
Right.
I do.
Will miss the fly again. And they decide to snoop around. I guess I can technically count these all as one?
Yeah, and not only that, but also, this is the original... Oh, shit. Damn it. I'm so stupid. I'm going to have to edit that back in. But this right here is the original outfit that Bob Kane had for Batman. Literal bat wings, red suit, a domino mask, and that's it. Yeah, so go figure.
I guess I can technically count these all as one?
I'm gonna see if I can access that big computer, because it's beautiful!
Imagine what OnlyFans will look like on this.
Oh my god,
I
no!
just see the signs of a dude with way too much time and way too much money on his hands.
You're not gonna sell a thing if you keep talking like that. Robin spots them, though, and they have, honestly, the response I think most people would have seeing Robin
What's up, Robin?
for the first time.
Aww.
It's okay later, he says fuck Batman to legitimize himself.
Take that mask off! Now!
What are you, 5?
How did you get in here?
I actually like that Robin is kind of a sourpuss in this, as Batgirl seems a bit more lighthearted, so having two optimistic sidekicks would have been a little much. It's
Yeah.
also just funny to see the Turtles get their ass kicked by a 12-year-old.
Hey, little guy.
Jeez!
We're not your enemy. We came to Gotham to stop Shredder and the Foot Clan.
So, are we not gonna beat up these green losers?
It's not looking like it, no.
Yeah, for a film called Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, there's only one fight between them, and at the 1/3 mark, they team up. In any other film, I'd call bullshit, but I do want to see them work together, and if they just kept fighting throughout the whole thing, I think it'd get old really quick.
Yeah.
I think they just called it Versus to sell more copies, but honestly, I don't feel ripped off at all.
I don't either.
Roz go to the one place that,
let's
face it, you want to see them go.
Arkham.
Ra's al Ghul means Batman, and I'm just dying for a rematch.
I think this proved never have you two team up in the same film. Is Arkham a spa? How are they getting so many of these extra add-ons?
Hi, over here. That's it. Just wanted to make sure my makeup wasn't smudging.
Should she like that her makeup is smeared? Movie ruined. Of course they want to meet up with the clown prince of crime, but we'll have to wait to see why, because pizza.
I offer to cook a gourmet meal, but they want pizza. Teenagers.
I've killed God knows how many men, yet this is my lowest point. Calm down and tell me.
Hey, at least you don't gotta cook, Alfred.
Shredder's mutagen.
Ooze. We call it ooze.
Really? Oh, I do not like that word.
Ooze.
Ugh, gross.
It just sounds so moist.
Can't fight crime without first partaking in a cheesy slice.
Sorry.
This isn't the time for pizza.
Besides, this is New York style. I'm a deep dish kind of guy.
The bat signal. Right,
Yeah, that's still a thing. I can't get around. It's almost like the Lafayette versus American chili dog. I've had both. I prefer Lafayette.
Girl, let's move.
I'm sorry.
What about them?
There's no turtle signal.
Shit.
They really made a toy out of everything, didn't they?
Everything.
Back in Arkham, the Joker literally hacks up his formula for his poison gas in exchange for... If you're not getting hard thinking of the possibilities the Joker can do with that hand over every comic you pretended to read...
Hey!
Speaking of which,
I just don't get hard over comic book or cart. Well, Jessica Rabbit's the exception, and a few, and Esmeralda, and God damn it,
breaks all the villains out, sprays them with the mutagen, and does so doing his best Danny Elfman impression.
Nurse Harley Quinn? Oh, fine, Dr. Harley Quinn.
You damn straight.
In the same way Bill Cosby's technically a doctor. This scene alone should have you hyped up as hell. The Batman supervillains with the Ninja Turtle mutagen. This is absolute fan fiction heaven. Speaking of which...
Honey Biscuit, your fanfiction is repetitive and safe. But you are sleeping with me, so I will give it a pass.
That's fair. It's the exact opposite of fair.
And Benny, it was your job to continue Devil Boner's story.
Well, I didn't like the direction he was taking the story at all. So, I did something different.
Wait, can you do that?
I killed off the villain, created other subplots, and wrapped up everything except for one part.
Hey, wait, come on, I gotta continue the story after you!
I said I left one part.
Now, Benny, you can't do that, okay? You can't just dismiss what came before because you didn't like it.
Why? It's a big trend with horror movies now.
Well, email it over.
Not only that, it's also a big trend with Star Wars movies now. Oh, shit!
Or I'll take a look at it.
Will the time it takes you to look that over include commercial and review time?
Yes, that's exactly how long it will take.
You're on a tight schedule.
Oh, God. Wait.
Hey! When you use the bathroom, you always close the door behind you, right? You don't want a random passerby looking in on you. That's a very odd thing to ask for a sponsorship. So why would you let people look in on you when you go online? You mean like go online? Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like going to the bathroom and not closing the door.
Okay,
I see what you did. Did you know that your internet service provider like Comcast or Verizon knows every single website you visit? And what's worse, they can sell this information to ad companies and tech giants who will use this data to target you. No kidding, that's cool. ExpressVPN puts a stop to this. It creates a secure, encrypted tunnel between your device and the internet so
I gotta take a dump.
can't be seen by anyone. Got it. I use ExpressVPN on all my devices. It works on everything.
Yep,
Phones,
the
laptops,
pee-pee dance.
even routers. So everyone who shares your Wi-Fi can still be protected even if they don't have ExpressVPN. Fantastic. Wonderful. And the best part is, using ExpressVPN is as easy as closing the bathroom door. You just fire up the app, click one button, and you're protected. ExpressVPN is the world's #1 rated VPN by CNET, Wired, The Verge, and countless others. Please, God, let me go.
Take The Verge off of that, because when they did their computer build, they lost all credibility with them trying to be a legit tech company. I'm sorry.
Hi, when I have this incredible offer. Fast, go. If you're like me and believe your online activity is your business, secure yourself by visiting expressvpn.com/nostalgiacritic today. Use the exclusive link expressvpn.com/nostalgiacritic and you can get an extra 3 months free. That's
I already got it, so I'm good.
expressvpn.com/nostalgiacritic. Okay, you can go. Too late. That's disgusting. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Go to expressvpn.com/nostalgiacritic today. Hey folks, guess what? I'm finally gonna start playing Kingdom Hearts on Twitch. A lot of people
Holy
have asked me
shit,
to play it. I'm
Doug.
finally gonna do it for Disney.
Why would you do that?
You can tune in and watch it from 6
When did
p.m.
he post
to 9
this?
p.m.
Oh god, this is just over a month ago. Oh, Doug, you poor son of a gun.
Central Standard Time. You can also see us other times 6 days a week. Hope to see you there.
Wow. Holy hell.
Gordon lights the bat signal and is introduced to the new crime fighters.
What are those?
Well, Dad, they're... damn it!
Kill them. He talks about how Arkham has been taken over by the villains and they apparently have hostages. As far as I can tell, there's no real explanation to how the mutant works in this one. I mean, in the cartoon, it combines with whatever animal you're around. In the comic, it makes animals more human. This, I guess we have to assume, is the out of the shadows logic. Ironic Jen. It's basically ironic Jen. If you're obsessed with the cold, you're gonna be a polar bear. If Scarecrow's in your name, you're gonna be a crow. It's stupid in any reality, except this one.
It works
the idea
here.
of the Batman villains mutating into animals.
Okay,
is
him
one of the
becoming a tiger is okay. That's awesome.
coolest things you could
Or
imagine.
not a tiger, a leopard, I think. Jaguar.
In this universe, because there's so much that can be done with it. Poison Ivy becoming a plant, amazing. Two-Face becoming a two-headed cat sharing an eye, spectacular. Harley Quinn as a hyena is both hilarious and actually terrifying.
Yes.
I'd be laughing my ass off if I didn't know I'd be sleeping with one eye open tonight.
Wow, would you look at that? The bats have made some new best friends.
This second of her peeking her head around the corner is legit the last thing I ever want to see peeking behind a corner. The fights that come out of this are just as creative, with Mr. Freeze as a polar bear attacking our heroes in the kitchen.
Always Coca-Cola! I'll show you cool, child.
How is it Mr. Freeze as a polar bear fighting a teenage mutant ninja turtle still has more dignity than one line out of Arnold as the same character?
Yeah.
Oh, they did get bat nipples on him somehow.
No!
There's
Take
also
that
a
off
pretty good
there.
fight with Bane.
Your ass is grass!
Oh!
And as mutants, they still rely on their own tricks, as Scarecrow uses his gas on Leonardo, showing his greatest fear.
Failing his brothers. Oh, no! That is horrible.
There's a funny joke with Poison Ivy not being able to fight because her roots won't let her stretch far enough. Which, again, could be seen as a letdown, but there's so much fighting in this movie, I think they knew if they needed to cut a corner, this was a clever and funny way.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Boy. This all builds up to the Joker, who's transformed into a cobra. Which is... fine. I feel like there's a lot of better animals the Joker could be, like a shark or a gator, you know, something with a lot of teeth. I mean, did you see Harley Quinn hyena?
Damn it.
I guess this is a little disturbing, though. And like that, a new genre of fetish was made.
Stop it.
And there's already fanfiction about it.
No!
Joker combines the ooze with his venom and injects it into Batman. Strangely enough, turning him into a chicken. No, it's a bat.
A literal giant man bat.
I'm Man-Bat.
Giant catch.
Tommy and Batgirl give him the anti-mutagen and eventually stop Harley and Joker.
Smile.
This is totally going on my Instagram. That's gonna get me discovered and arrested, but screw it. If the NC's cat can have an account, why can't I?
Batgirl and I found the surviving hostages in a room downstairs. They're fine. Mostly.
And now that... No. I need to know what mostly means. Like, are half of them butt people or something? Mostly is a very vague thing to say in this universe.
Yes!
Big surprise, the docks was not a good place to hide something, as the Penguin steals Wayne's device to give to Shredder and Ra's al Ghul. Our heroes discover that the device is going to combine Joker's venom with the mutagen and turn all of Gotham into an insane Zulum. But Batman says he wants to stop them without the turtles because something always alone.
You four are impulsive and you don't follow orders. I want you out of Gotham.
Pretty tough talk for people who just saved your life.
Yeah.
Does he tell his parents?
You should have gotten out of the way of those bullets. Lazy dead asses.
Sure, we make the wrong moves, but we can't get better if you don't trust us.
Oh, was that the bat arm? What am I missing? Honestly, this is the only section of the movie that feels weak, as this third act breakup seems kind of pointless, but it does fly by quick, and I guess give a moment for the two most brooding characters to connect in some way. They get back to the good stuff pretty fast as they drive off to stop the villain's evil plan. The turtle van even puts on its 3D glasses, it's a little weird, but they upgrade the pizza thrower in a pretty mean-ass way.
Woo! Actual friggin' manhole.
That's right, Donatello killed a man. Awesome. Good thing it wasn't Batman, or we'd all go boo! I don't get comic ethics.
Me neither.
This scene also has my favorite line, as Michelangelo constantly wants to push buttons in the Batmobile, but he's constantly told not to. That is, until they get caught, and he's given the direct order to hit every button.
Holy shit!
I've always wanted to hit every button.
I should be medicine to contain how much fun I'm having right now.
Yes! Oh.
This whole chick...
Uh-oh. Hello? Hello? What's up? It's Nick. What's up, man?
I just wanted to come say I finally beat Red Dead Redemption 2.
Hey! Nick finally beat Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm a cowboy.
I'm a cowboy, babe. I was gonna say, is your headphones still work down here?
Barely.
I figured.
Cut in and out.
Mine do. Mine, I leave the room and they friggin' cut off.
Mine can go almost to the sink in the kitchen before they start cutting out.
Jesus.
They're pretty far, but they're more annoying than anything because they just don't like to boot back up half the time and shit like that.
Yeah.
So they're good, but they're not.
Good, but they're not, but they're good.
Until they're not.
Better than mine. God. So yeah, Nick beating Red Dead Redemption 2. Holy crap. Oh yeah, also, Doug, the Nostalgia Critic, just started playing Kingdom Hearts on Twitch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know, right?
He's doing what I did like a year and a half ago.
Huh?
So he's doing what I did like a year and a half ago.
Basically, yes.
Like, I don't know if this microphone's on.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, a year and a half ago, I actually played through all the Kingdom Hearts games up until the end of 3, and then
My
Nick's
sister
fucking
Jack
took the disc out of his PlayStation whenever he let her borrow it to play Rock Band and forgot to give the disc back, and it's been gone since. So I still don't know what the ending is, but I played most of them.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all good. I'll get it on Steam when they finally come to Steam, and I'll play back through it.
All right.
With the extra stuff that they put on it.
All right, dude. Well.
I'm gonna go play Astral Chain then.
All right. You know where it's at, right?
Yeah, I already got it in there.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Nick does a thing where he gets like 6 games on this list that he has, and he works over the next month or two to finish them. It's actually been a pretty interesting thing with him, getting through as many games as he's gotten through, because he's finished some big games. Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of them. Anyway, back to this.
Base is pretty great, and again gives everything you'd want to see in the climax of a team-up like this. And then some.
Shit.
So on the one hand, I ask, why is there a dinosaur here? But on the other hand, I ask, with all the insanity we've seen, watching turtles drive a van, shooting pizza manhole covers, riding motorcycles with Batgirl, launching bat fireworks, and fighting the island of Naboombu, why wouldn't there be a dinosaur here?
Why not?
Oh, by the way, there's April's cameo. My money's on the T-Rex.
Yeah.
He watches the anti-mutagen, though, causing him to shrink. Not that kind of shrink. Yeah, probably that too. As the villains arm their machine.
Activate the machine.
This is the Jeff Goldblum impression. There probably should be less maniacal laughs and more maniacal uhs. Our heroes burst in, though, and all of them have worthy foes to take on. That is, except for Robin.
I surrender. I'm basically a hostage.
You are a terrible disappointment.
Though not as big as Tyler Perry.
God, dude. Ain't that the truth?
His fear of losing his brother shown earlier and uses Batman's advice to focus.
And I learned this from a rat.
Ooh, maybe I was a centimeter off.
That happens.
And as well gets a chance to fight the Shredder once more.
No tricks, no gadgets.
Dude, you live in a thing called a Technodrome. That's like the world's biggest gadget.
Yes.
This next scene is so ridiculous, I kinda have no choice but to love it.
Any last words?
Cowabunga.
No!
Cowabunga?
It's not that Batman said cowabunga, as they reveal later that was the code word for the Turtles to attack. It's the Shredder repeating it again.
Cowabunga?
That's what I said by party dudes. You're not a party dude! Batman does finally defeat the Shredder, resulting in him falling into a tub of chemicals.
I think he did it just to annoy me.
And the Turtles stop the machine from destroying the city. Batman even joins them in a celebratory slice of pizza.
Luigi's Pizza. Good job,
I think the whole Batman killing, using guns, or sleeping with daughter figures was shocking. No, here's the most controversial thing Batman's ever done.
Pizza.
He folds his pizza. There is no excuse for this. A petition has already begun.
What? Come on. Nothing wrong with folding pizza. Especially Brooklyn style. Dude, Brooklyn style pizza is legit.
Oh, and the Shredder is alive. He's some sort of Joker hybrid. But clearly this is the part of the ending to get the biggest reaction. Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is one of the most satisfying crossovers I've ever seen. Is it fanservice-y? Yes. Does it need to exist? Probably not. Are there any deep ethical dilemmas that a lot of great comic book stories have? Not particularly. But it's the perfect amount of fun. It gives the audience exactly what it's looking for in the appropriate way. It would have been so easy to make this too goofy, but the tone, animation, and voice acting keep it grounded in the serious Batman universe, which makes the comedy of the Turtles universe all the more enjoyable.
Oh,
every main character
yeah.
has either a bond or an arc with another character, and it makes sense why they connect with who they connect with. The threats feel big and exciting, but it's also not afraid to have a good time. This is not a crossover that needed this amount of dedication, which is why I think it should be appreciated all the more. This could have been just another Scooby-Doo meets Batman kind of thing, or an example of bad fan fiction given a budget, but they took the time to find that perfect balance between both franchises and satisfy both sets of fans. If you're a Batman person, a Ninja Turtle person, or especially both, this is surprisingly a kick-ass team-up to check out.
Garbage!
Oh jeez, I thought it was pretty good.
No, Benny's fanfiction. It's terrible.
All I can give you is my best. Except when I don't care.
Critic, tell me your conclusion is better.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really put that much thought into it. I just made the lead related to someone bad, reneged on half of what Benny wrote, and made some people kind of fall in love.
Is that what good fanfiction is all about? Kinda doing something?
I don't know. I like Star Wars, just not enough to care about making you care.
Yeah, well, these are terrible. Cookie dough!
Yes, Laser Saw!
I'm sending you these terrible fanfictions right now.
okay?
Great, now toss it into one of those time portal thingies.
This is my phone.
And I'm your wife.
Can't argue with that. There, it's lost to the anus of time.
Well, that is more than it deserves.
Wait a minute. Where's it gonna turn up?
Ooh!
Get wrecked! Get wrecked! God!
What I found. Time travel joke.
Cowabunga.
What? Cowabunga?
Zing! I give it to them. Zing! God have mercy. Oh, God. This just... I don't know what to say anymore, guys. I really don't. I mean, this kind of crossover, I like a lot. I really wish more companies would do stuff like this. Yeah, sorry, let me get my mic down here. Really wish more companies would do shit like this, but I guess it's hard to nail the tone between Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles so well like they did in this. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. There's a few things that, you know, like Doug talked about. There's certain parts that are kind of weak, but again, you know, given how haphazard this whole thing was in terms of its initial initial pitch, I mean, did you really expect anything that would be like absolutely mind-bogglingly, unstoppably crazy? I mean, crazy good. I mean, I expected to like this, but I didn't expect to like it this much. I mean, there's several things I would have changed. You know, the Joker being someone or being a different kind of animal. What though? I don't know. I mean, if you turn him into a shark, you basically turn him into King Shark. If you turn him into a gator, you've pretty much like made a paradigm to Killer Croc. There's multiple things they could have done to change him up to make him. Let's see. I don't know. I really don't know. There's so many things that could be done. But anyway, this was a good one. I liked this. I liked this a lot. So if you all liked it, feel free to let us know. Or feel free to let me know in the comments down below. I mean, if you like Doug's review of it, which, you know, had a hell of a zing there at the end. If you liked it, feel free to check out the Channel Awesome channel. It is actually a link in the description and also in the title of the video. And yeah, I guess until next time, everyone, signing off. I'm Nate. I'll see you then. Peace out.